But shouldn't the discussion then be why do they want to have equal with the men?
Not more.
And
not more.
Well, I mean, that's what I liked with Hubert, his story about maybe then a fair pay.
Actually, I like Hubert's idea as well.
Yeah.
Because when the percentages are actually built into the revenues that are coming in, and with the right social media, it actually evens out the playing field, and it allows any player, the percentage is a great idea, because it evens out any player, man or woman. If you can bring that revenue in, and you can generate excitement, and you can generate enthusiasm, then you're entitled to a cut. So a percentage actually allows you to tap into the pot that the owners are actually collecting. But unfortunately, in the U.S., we have federations that prevent that. And that's
Thank you for your input. Any other questions? Yes. Do we have a microphone? Yeah, come in.
My name is Heidi Pitas. I'm a Greek citizen born in the States. I studied communications with an emphasis in advertising and public relations. And my question, well, first of all, I want to thank the organizers for bringing such an amazing panel of people here, because we rarely get on something like this happening in Greece. As a football player, it means a lot to me to see all of you and hear your ideas. My question is more on the broadcasting side. So for you, last week we had Greece play against Germany up in Thessaloniki, and the German Federation asked for about 90 to 100 cameras to come into Greece, and it was broadcasted on 16 channels in Europe. And while in Greece, we had nothing. We had no coverage in Greece, and it was a pity because we have a lot of people watching it. In the World Cup, we were struggling to find channels to watch the World Cup, which is a big event. The public television showed it at some point, which I wasn't satisfied with. I don't know if any other Greek citizens were, because I found it very diminishing towards the women, the way they were broadcasting it. I would have personally added a Greek football player to help them broadcast the game, the two men that were doing it. I'm sorry if I'm putting anyone in a weird spot. But even though right now the first league in Greece, the first division, is still non-professional, the national team is, but the first division isn't. How are you willing to help broadcast this sport so we can get more sponsors, we can get more exposure for us to bring in more revenue and slowly, as you said, build the fair pay?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the question, and I'm terribly sorry as Katerina firstly, and then as Nova, for not really broadcasting the game. You know, I was hoping that I would not have really, just to raise this point, but unfortunately, especially for this game, I submitted at least 3 letters to the Federation for broadcasting the game, and unfortunately, I have never got a response. It is one of the very, difficult issues, because we understand that the Federation, the Greek Federation, has certain challenges, probably other priorities, but to that specific point, we were very, very disappointed by the fact that they have not even responded to our request to broadcast the game without really, just asking any, we would cover whatever technical cost or whatever would be required. And the reason that we wanted to broadcast the game and cover the expenses and whatever was related was simply because we wanted really to give our support and promote the efforts of the team. And the team actually, which is a very good team, and congratulations to all your efforts, played in a stadium in Vikelidis, which unfortunately had the attendance that your effort deserved. And that is partially because there is some lack of attention from the local authorities, and this is something that we raised earlier to the sports minister. but also because there is no promotion and good branding around it. And I can do whatever it takes to create this promotion and awareness, but unfortunately, I cannot do much when it comes to the local authorities. And the only thing is that, and I give you my promise here, that I will push as hard as I can.
Thank you very much for that. And sorry, in order to answer your question about the federation, as I further research I did and some other people that are invested in the game in this country, it's because they sold the rights to the television to the German Federation. So they gained a big amount of money for this game, which was never properly distributed amongst the girls that the money came in for. I mean, obviously, it would be amazing for us to see the German team, but the Greek team, most of the girls moved out of the country to become professionals. So now they're really putting a great effort, and thank you for acknowledging that. It means a lot. I just hope that one day the Greek Federation will give us, and also the men are not very good with their promotional team. As a social media manager, I can see that they're very lacking in that department. But thank you for trying, and thank you for wanting to promote our sport. Hopefully we will be professional one day, and we will have more exposure and more outcome for you.
Okay.
Thank you for stepping up. And I just heard, I'm not a social media expert, but I just heard that a lot of football now is going on social media. And you have some expertise in it. Why not make a combination that you make a deal that you deliver a lot of social media content to her? Because that's what she can do.
Well, definitely. This is the second deal I do while, I'm sitting here. So, I don't have to go
just
back
sit
to
here.
the office. It's
Action.
fine.
Yeah. You can help her out. Any other questions? So I think I'm going to thank you for all your input. Thank you a lot. And let's have some lunch.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will just a quick couple of words before lunch. Lunch will conclude at approximately 3 p.m. or shortly after. The panelists for the next panel, if they could return 10 minutes early just to get mic'd up, that would be wonderful. And just a very quick announcement, another special guest has joined us. The head of women's football at the Swiss Football Association, Tatiana Heine, is here with us now. So welcome to Tatiana. We will see you very shortly. Enjoy your lunch.